So as you can see here, Paula's showing us her chicken, her drumettes, and she's walking us over. She's going to show us what type of oil she's using avocado oil. I don't have any, but I am going to try that. She has a Lowry seasoning salt, black pepper, and paprika. Her seasoning, she didn't use many seasonings. Now, you know me, I use a lot of different seasonings for my fried chicken. She did have her some hot sauce for later on when the chicken's fried. Now she's showing us her chicken, and she told us that she had already washed some of the chicken. I don't know. She rinsed it off in cold water. You know, I like to go through, people clean their chicken differently. I like to get a knife and pull out all the little veins or whatever as best I can. Make sure there's no extra items on the chicken that need not be on the chicken. There she has her organic flour. And she did use organic chicken, so maybe there was just some extra clean chickens, as she was calling it. She's putting the chicken in the bag, Ziploc bag with the flour, and she's just going to shake it up. No seasoning whatsoever. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to cook it the way Paula cooked it, which is her mother's recipe, she said. I'm cooking the Paula Patton mama's chicken recipe, fried chicken recipe. So she's just telling us that she's shaking it up and getting the flour all over the chicken. She's talking to the chicken now. She's telling the chicken, look, I hope you come out right. You know, I hope you're cooked all the way through as I shake you up and down and get it together. Flour's flying everywhere. All right, now here we go. She's putting the oil in the skillet, which is what I'm going to do. You know, I'd like to use my deep fry, but I'm going to pan fry the chicken today. So she's putting the oil in the skillet, avocado frying oil, okay? I have never seen, well, maybe I just haven't paid attention to it. I'm sure it's in my grocery stores here. I just need to go and find me some, which I am definitely going to try the avocado oil, if I can say it right. So now she's getting ready to test the grease to see if it's hot enough. What she's going to do, and you could do this with water or flour. She's going to put a dab in there and see if it bubbles. The first time it didn't, so she knew it was not ready. So next she's going to, wait a minute, now she's going to try it again, and it starts to sizzle. She lets us know it's time to fry the chickens, as she called it. So let's get some of the chicken drumettes in the pan. All right, here we go. And she's going to put them in there, and as you can see, it's bubbling, it's frying, the grease is hot enough. And she's just going to fill it up with the little drumettes. And I believe she was cooking these for her son to take to school. So, and I'm sure they came out great. I'm sure the people loved the chicken. You know, she washed her hands throughout. You know, everything was clean. You see her washing her hands. So, I love her kitchen. Very spacious and huge. All right. She's getting ready now. I think this was step 3, I think. She's going to use just some Lowry's seasoning salt. I personally don't like Lowry's. I like Tony's, or either some texture or steak seasoning. So she's going to take the seasoning and season the chicken in the grease. I have seen people season meat sometimes once they put it in the skillet. So this isn't the first time, but not with fried chicken. I'll be honest, not with fried chicken. So she's putting the seasoning all over the fried chicken now, the Lowry seasoning salt. Now she's going to, and she also added black pepper and some paprika. Now, you know me, I like Sazon, okay? I use a little paprika, but not much. Now she's flipping it over after it's cooked a while. She's flipping it over, and then she's going to season the other side. She skipped the entire part, but she put the same seasonings on the other side. The Lowry seasoning salt, some paprika, and black pepper. The paprika and black pepper were both organic. Now she has paper towel layered out there on the pan so it can catch the grease. That pizza's not done, Paula. There it is. So she took the chicken out. Now she's getting ready to cut a piece to show us that it's done. Or did I miss that? One of the pieces looked like it wasn't quite done, but she ate it. It was good to her, and she said everyone at the school loved it. So, hey, Paula, I'm getting ready to try your recipe. Thanks for sharing. All right, so here we go. I'm just cleaning the chicken, getting any little excess chicken feathers or any yellow stuff or whatever may be on the chicken. That's what I'm doing right now. I do that whenever I fry chicken. So we're going to I like to dig in, and then I'll take the knife, and if I see any redness, veins or whatever, I like to get that out. You know, everyone cleans their chicken differently. This is how I do mine. It's a tedious process. And I do this whenever I'm cooking, like my neck bones, pork chops, or whatever. Oxtails, I like to get all the excess fat off. So I'm just cleaning the chicken real good. Now I'm cleaning the sink out. I finished cleaning. I didn't have that many wings, so just washing the sink out really, really good, you know, little Clorox and everything. Then we're going to get ready to put the chicken in a bowl and rinse it off one more time. Once I couldn't get the little thing back in the sink. There you go, the Clorox. Now I'm just showing you what I use to clean the sink. Let you know, I do clean up well now. You got to clean when you're cooking, okay? Remember that, clean when you're cooking. I'd already rinsed the bowl out. I'm just rinsing it out again. Put the chicken in there. Now I'm going to rinse the chicken off really, really good. Remember, I just cleaned it well. It's just cold water, washing it really good, and then I'll dry it off really good once I get it rinsed off and everything. And then we're going to get ready to move on to, I think, step number 2, or it may be step number 3. I'm going to do my seasonings a different way. So I'll be putting all of those in a bowl together. You'll see that in a minute, but I'm just washing that chicken off really good. Now we're going to get ready to dry the chicken, and let's get the seasoning together. So here we go. And I didn't use onion and garlic powder this time, but as you can see, I have my seasonings there. So Tony's, a little Tony's, I'm just going to pour that in the bowl, and I'm just going to use all of it. It wasn't that much left in that bowl. I got to get me some more Tony's. So we're going to put that in the bowl. And next, let me see what it is. That's some, I think that was the Italian seasoning, just a little bit of Italian, about a half a teaspoon. And these are optionals. You could just use salt and pepper and paprika like she did if you want to. Okay, it's totally up to you. The basil, a little basil in there. And what's next? I think that's, parsley. I'm going to put some parsley in it. I like to see the parsley in the chicken. Once you fried it, I like the colors, you know, that it brings to the chicken. It just makes it look really, really pretty to me. And I think that's the oregano. That's totally optional as well. I'm going to put some of that in there. And then I think last is black pepper. Like I said, I didn't use onion and garlic powder. So black pepper, and then paprika will be next. So I'm going to put some black pepper in there. Lots of black pepper. Hey, you can't go wrong with black pepper. I didn't use any red pepper or red pepper flakes. You know, Tommy doesn't really like it really spicy. Paprika, there you go. And then I can always use some hot sauce. You know, he doesn't like spicy, but he drowns everything with hot sauce. Go figure. So that's pepper. Now I'm just going to mix everything together. Get all the seasonings mixed together. And then I'll, seasoning overboard. And then I'll set that aside. All right, there we go. I'm just showing you the bag. I'm pouring the flour in the Ziploc bag for the chicken like she did. And then I'll put the chicken in there. Here's the grease, getting that going, letting it get hot. I didn't put too much in there, sort of half and half where you can see it. There's the flour. I'm just going to let that grease get hot. And then once it's hot, I'll do a test like she did. Normally I use a deep fry. I don't have to worry about that. Now we're putting the chicken in the Ziploc bag. There we go, getting it together. No seasonings in the flour or the chicken. That's a new one for me. Shaking it up really good. Close that up. And just get that flour all over the chicken. Coat it really, really well. You want the chicken to be coated completely with the flour, okay? No seasonings. You know, normally I put a little black pepper and seasoning salt or something in the flour. All right, we're going to test the grease here, I think. Let's see if it's ready. All right. Not quite. It wasn't quite ready. You see, it didn't really sizzle that much, but it's almost there. We're going to test it again here in a minute, and I think it'll be ready. There, well, I didn't have to test it. There it is. All right, we're going to put the chicken in there. Going to put all of them. I didn't have that many. And this is a nice deep size skillet. One that I think I bought this one at Amazon before I had my wish list. So let's go ahead and get those chicken wings in there. Remember, there's absolutely no seasoning on these chicken. They're just cleaned really well and nothing but flour. This is Paula Patton's mother's way of frying her chicken. And hey, we're going to see what it tastes like. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Let's see how this comes out. I know people were giving her a hard time. So I said, let me just try it and see what it's really like. See if it's as bad as people are making it out to be. So I wanted to test it myself. Of course, I did some of the seasonings a little differently, but I'm still using her overall technique, okay? Now we're going to season the chicken, now that we have it in there. Okay, I'm just sprinkling it. There you go. I'm sprinkling it all over one side of the chicken, and then we'll let it cook, and then we'll flip it over and season the other side, which is what she did. I know this is a new way of frying chicken, but hey, doesn't mean it's a bad way. There's nothing wrong with trying something new, live a little. You might like it. Sometimes you got to switch things up. Be spontaneous and try something new. There's totally nothing wrong with that. All right, we got it seasoned. Now I'm going to get ready to flip it here. Okay, it's been frying. Now we're going to turn it over. Turn each piece over. You see it's been cooking there, and that seasoning has sort of cooked in, and it's like a reddish color, sort of like hers was. And now once I flip this over, we're going to season the other side. You don't want just one side of the chicken seasoned now. You want both sides. Normally, I would have rubbed that seasoning all in the chicken before I even put it in the flour. But hey, we're cooking it the Paula Patton way today, okay? Her mom, rather. All right, let's go in and season the other side. Okay, I know this is totally new, and she didn't mix her seasonings up. She did them separately. And she only used black pepper, paprika, and Lowry seasoning salt. And that was it. As you can see, I used several things. I definitely got to have my parsley. I like the greenness that it puts in the chicken. It looks really good when it's freshly fried. You can see that parsley popping out the skin, and it tastes oh so good. All right, we're getting that seasoning all over the chicken there. Look at it, guys. And now we're just going to let it continue to cook. And hey, I'm definitely putting enough seasoning on here. There you go. Now let's let it continue to cook. It's frying up really nice. Hopefully it'll be nice and crispy. Okay, I've been using my air fryer lately and just trying different things. So there's nothing wrong with trying something new. All right, let it keep cooking here. Okay, there we go. I'm flipping it over again. It had been cooking for about a good 12 minutes or so. And these are they're small. And I had to move it around. Sometimes the skillets will get hot in the center and not on the outside. So I was moving the chicken around to make sure all of the chicken was cooking evenly, because I don't want to bite into the chicken and it be red. We don't want that. Oh, that's a nice color there. Oh, it's looking really good. It's looking good to me. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think. Let me know if you're going to try this Paula Patton's recipe. Okay, you can make it your own. You can season your chicken whatever way you want. Next time I'm going to try to use the avocado oil, because I didn't have any. I didn't want to go to the store. I just used some regular frying grease that I had already, just cooking oil. All right, there it is, guys. I think it's just about ready. Yep, I'm taking it out. We're going to get ready to taste test this in a minute. Looks good to me. Let me know what you think, guys. Yes, indeed. All right, the chicken is done. Why did the chicken go across the road? So he can get fried up and ate up. But yes, those are all flats. I go to the grocery store and the butcher will give me just a bag of flats. He'll cut them up for me. And I don't like the little drumette part, so I don't get them whenever I can, Whenever I can help not getting those, I'll just get flats. Everyone loves flats, but then there's some people that love the drumettes too, but I prefer the flats. As you can see, they're just about done. I'm going to add a little bit more seasoning because that side didn't look like it had any, but I know I seasoned both sides really well, but I just wanted to add a little bit more. That side wasn't as dark as the other side, so that's why I did that. Okay, here's the chicken. I have a couple of pieces here. that I'm going to try. But there it is. Let's just take a little bite, why don't we? All right, you know I'm gonna use some hot sauce. You know I'm gonna use a little hot sauce. And honey. And then I'll try one without. And crispy. Not bad. It's the seasoning. Good. Overall, it was a success.